like seasons on a flat earth. It makes perfect sense. The sun circles around us, which is why a sundial works, okay? Not if the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, goes above us, a sundial doesn't work. Even if the earth is spinning, it just doesn't work. Which is, you know, you can test this at your house. It doesn't work. The only way for a shadow to actually go how it goes on a sundial is if the sun goes around in a circle. So here's what happens. The summer in the northern hemisphere, the summer solstice, June 20th, that is when the sun is as close to the northern hemisphere as it's going to get. So it's circling around us, but it's closer to the northern hemisphere and further from the southern hemisphere. Okay, it starts to move in closer to the northern hemisphere. Now, on the summer solstice, what it's doing, on a sundial, this is tracked. From then into the winter solstice, on a sundial, the sun sets 1 degree apart from the day before. So it's going further back now. And now the sun is going back to the southern hemisphere, which is why we all of a sudden start to have shorter days. Okay, because now the southern hemisphere is going to have longer days because they're getting more sun. It's circling back to them. Okay, and meanwhile, it's on a circuit, but it's going out further now. The sun's traveling out further to the southern hemisphere. So because the sun is away, once the sun is out of our distance, way far over the horizon, it's nighttime. That's just how vision works. That's how light works. Okay, so now it's coming winter. And in the northern hemisphere, what happens is on December 22nd, all of a sudden the sun stops going out towards the southern hemisphere, and it sets and it does its thing. And the next day it goes around. It doesn't go further. It sets in the same spot. And it does this on December 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Okay, on December 25th, it actually starts to move again and it comes back to the northern hemisphere. And then that's why the seasons are reversed, all that. The reason why they see the moon in the opposite direction is basic perspective. If you print a picture of the moon and tape it to your ceiling and walk around it from all angles, it's gonna look exactly the same as it does in the southern hemisphere if you walk to the other side. So it's simple perspective. And same with vision. All these vision things, boats over the horizon, no, they're not going over the horizon, okay? This is a simple trick you can do literally with a table and your phone. You can put the phone up on the table and take a piece of paper and put a piece of paper up on the table and push it all the way back. And what it does is it appears as if it's going out of the horizon. It doesn't go out of the horizon when it comes off the table. It's still on the table. It's just, you get it? You get what I'm trying to say? So it's all vision tricks, and there are explanations for the seasons. There are really, really good ones. And not to mention, the ancient people used to predict eclipses on a flat earth model. All the ancient civilizations believed in a flat earth model. They didn't believe we were spinning on a ball. So, you know, I mean, that's how it works, in my opinion. Seasons, and that explains boats over the horizon and all these perspective, you know, it's eyes. Your eyes can only see. Do you know the distance to your horizon, which is how far you can see to? Okay, do you know the distance for an average man? The distance is going to be 3 miles. So if you're looking out as far as you can see, where the ceiling meets the floor, where it all comes together, is 3 miles. That's it. Okay, that's it. So it's all about perspective. And then when it comes to seasons, yeah, of course, the earth is huge. Okay, the sun is now leaving, and that's where you get all your holidays, all of them. I mean, so especially Christianity and Christmas, the birth of Christ, the birth of Jesus Christ. I mean, in my opinion, Jesus Christ, just like all the other civilizations ever, he is a sun. It's a sun. He's a sun god. It's a metaphor for the sun. Okay, Christ is risen. Yeah, the sun rises. Every ancient civilization had a sun god. The Roman Empire had sun gods. We are the same. We're the Roman Empire. Instead of swords, we have cell phones. That's the only difference. And that's my opinion. But if you want more information, go to my website, withthesun33.com. And I love you all.